Well,
So, now we are going to rank. We're just gonna put these in never finished right now. We're gonna rank the NES Fire Emblem games based on how it feels to play and how it feels to watch. So, first of all, obviously Fire Emblem 1. So, it is an interesting game. Definitely the first in the series. The balancing is a little wonky, but overall it's enjoyable, kind of broken, right? If that makes sense. Um,
yes.
the kind of like, oh, it's unbalanced, but it's also fun because of how unbalanced it is. Uh, the music, I mean, the same tracks play the whole time. That yeah, that's fun. So you can tell immediately that it's whatever, but the gameplay I find overall is pretty good. Um, it's a bit clunky. Obviously, I mean it's NES and it's an NES RPG, so it's going to be very slow. It's going to be very jank. It's going to be whatever. But overall, the playing experience as is, I would give personally an A. I personally believe everyone should play this game at least once. And it shows because it's actually a really fun game. And I personally believe that you're missing out on FE1 by not playing it. Because it is a fantastic game. And once you get into the rhythm of things, it slowly starts to... It doesn't grate on you as much. You actually feel good about playing FE1. But Binny, how is it to watch Fire Emblem 1?
Okay. Watching Fire Emblem One, you can one thing that I have to give to the game, it's old. Like it shows its age, and I think we can forgive it for it being the first game. Um, it's definitely slow. That's one thing that everyone's gotta know. Uh, but to be honest, after this, after watching Gaiden, generally the FE1 feels like a breeze.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gaiden has made me appreciate Fire Emblem One more.
Yeah.
So
So,
yeah, I would have put it in B, but after this, it definitely goes on A.
alright. So, next up, Fire Emblem Gaiden. And Gaiden, if to dumb down my reviews, Fire Emblem 1 has good gameplay but bad music. Gaiden has bad gameplay but good music. It is the exact opposite. It is, to put it lightly, definitely not the greatest. There is some enjoyable moments of Gaiden, like, watching, your Pegasus trio just absolutely destroy everything, because apparently game balance is once again not Shozukaga something he doesn't want things to be fair and balanced. But, the problem is, I think Gaiden just goes on for way longer than it should. It overstays its welcome. Uh, it was during Act 3 that I hit more episodes of Gaiden than FE1. Meaning, yeah, there's like twice the amount of, fucking maps. But the problem is, most of the maps are really poorly designed. I would much rather trade a bunch of, like a small, I would gracefully trade the sheer quantity over quality of Gaiden for like Fire Emblem 4, where it had 12 total maps, but they were good maps. But we'll get to FE4 in a bit. But
Don't
yeah,
forget about random encounters. Don't forget about
yeah.
random encounters.
You know what? I was gonna rate it a C, but I think the random encounters. Well, I didn't really do a whole lot of grinding. Well, I didn't really off at most points go back. If I had actually gone back constantly every time a unit gained a promotion, I probably would have rated it a D. But honestly, I'm thinking about rating it a C because it has its moments, but like, it is carried up from D just because of how good the music is. But, how is it to watch, Benny?
I managed to watch season 1 relatively fine. Then on the second part, it was started to fell off, and I think I watched the least episodes on 3. Like it truly like drags on 3.
Yeah, it
And
does.
then now in 4, I was able to pick it back up. It's still the maps. Absolutely right. They're fucking bullshit design. There's nothing to watch in the maps. Most of them are like open field with 2 trees and a hill tile.
Yeah.
Like that's like the first map I made. So
Mm-hmm.
not good.
Yeah. But the music, Benny, what did you think about the music?
The music, it's definitely appreciated thing to not be having to listen to the exact same audio thing whenever you start like the video. You know how you have to eat 25 episodes with a beep 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 beep. Well, now it's there.
Yeah.
Um,
And
but one thing
mhm,
that I gotta give to Gaiden, the class animations are not half bad, and I
mhm.
actually kind of like some of them a lot
Es-
more than in FE1.
especially for being an NES game. I think personally
Yeah.
out of the NES games, Gaiden's got the most singy music. Like it's if you paid attention to part it was 4-1 I think. You notice I heard that do 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 and I started multiple episodes. I would actually on occasion wait till that showed up and then I would intentionally have that in the back because it was such a good baseline. It was so good. Um, you know, there's the amount of times I sang, like to the song of what was playing was it was pretty it was absolutely amazing. But a lot of times I don't even know. Benny hasn't even fully made the live compilation, but I almost want to get a compilation of there is a one thing I want to know exactly how much time of the Gaiden Let's Play was spent of me complaining, like, oh, this game fucking sucks. This game is boring.
No, no.
I'm I'm just
Fuck
gonna
you.
say,
I'm not making a product complaining about Gaiden. Like, making the live compilation already fucking made so one of my phones ran out of space and I had to fucking reset it from Fabric. I'm not doing another one of these. I'm not downloading the same fucking amount of files. Fuck you.
yeah, don't worry. I don't want. I think because like the thing is, I whenever I go do chores around the house, I'll stick on a YouTube playlist or just a really long YouTube stream, and for the last couple times, I've been actually re-going over my Fire Emblem 1 LP while doing the dishes, and I don't think I'm gonna do the same for Gaiden, just because Gaiden was just not even fun to experience in the first place. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was definitely. I mean, the eyes of one particular guy, it was warranting of a remake, but really and honestly, Gaiden has not stood the test of time. It is like at least FE1 has the charm element of what was made. Gaiden just doesn't have that. But
I mean, I think that's one of the important things. Like, Fire Emblem 1, it's like, what can you truly complain about? Like, it's the first
the
installment in the
music,
series. It gives you the baseline of what every other game is gonna be, and then the second game is just like, oh wow, it's boring map designs. It doesn't improve upon anything. Perhaps
it
the animations
also
is one of them.
it also stomped a lot on what Kaga wanted for FE1. So in an interview, Kaga said for FE1 about its permadeath mechanic is the idea was the player creates their own story, right? And to not try and get caught up with a perfect ending. But because Kaga knew that, in any situation you could have you could be, certain characters dying could spell absolute disaster, you get replacements. Like the cast of FE1 is like something like 55 characters large. Gaiden has 31 spread across a grand total of 2 parties, which stretches them very thin. And it means deaths in Gaiden are a lot more impactful. Like, I mean, remember in the final map, sure, Leo and whoever else, Noma, died. But the thing is, right? If I hadn't
easily been avoided.
If I hadn't foolishly sacrificed Leo, he could have seriously played a severe part in the final fight with Doma, right? But because I lost him, I lost out on, a piece of the puzzle, right? Basically, units in Gaiden are a lot more important, but they're no more durable, and that's a massive problem. What else? I mean Ryoto died.
Then again, it doesn't really feel like the units die a lot. Much of the gameplay is just you seeing how either your units deal 1 damage to the enemy, take 1 back in retaliation, or the other way around.
Yeah, and that is one thing I will personally give Gaiden over FE1. I do kind of like how every attack deals 1 damage no matter what. Mainly because it means that, you can't just park a unit in a choke point and then forget about it. You do, after a few, after a million turns, have to come back to that unit and heal them up. Right? But, what would you give Gaiden on the viewership ranking?
It's a D, sadly. It's below D even, because it's way too long. And, I mean, maybe if you had a co-host or something like that for every episode, it could be fun. Because,
I mean, hey, you co-hosting for the final map was actually the most fun I had with Gaiden in a long time, so...
Definitely. Because, when you're playing alone, sometimes you start ranting about things, and it's like... I prefer watching a video about you ranting about stuff without the Gaiden gameplay.
And that's actually... So, fun fact, the reason why Echoes was made is because the director of Echoes remembered playing Gaiden with his dad as a kid, and so he wanted to remake that game to relive the memories of what it was like to play Gaiden with his dad.
Oh, man.
And I have a distinct feeling that's probably why he enjoyed Gaiden so much. I think Gaiden is definitely a game that is best enjoyed if you have someone else in the Discord call or someone else in the room that you could just banter with while you're playing, right?
I mean, Whooper at the beginning proposed you to do split, where you did Ulm route and he did Celica. Which perhaps it's one of the ways you could have done it, like player 1 and player 2. And each one does a route, and then at the end they converge.
I could have done that. The thing is, though, is I wouldn't be playing the Celica route, and that kind of means that I didn't really play Gaiden, because it's like, I just didn't play half the game, right? Yeah. But still, it's whatever. I mean, what else is there to say? Gaiden gets a D rank in viewership, a C rank in playing, personally, because of the music, but really and honestly, out of the 2 games, if you were to say, alright, I want to play an NES Fire Emblem game, which one should I play? Play FE1. Play FE1. No doubt. Play FE1. Maybe, disable the music and, I don't know, put on, Slayer or whatever, or better yet, you could be like, oh, hey, where is it? Only BINI's, oh, wait, the viewers are seeing this right now, too. Playlists. You could be like, oh, hey, I could go and listen to the Meyer Madness OST. Watch the Meyer.
Yeah. You could listen to the Therapist song.
The therapist song. But yeah, I don't know. Or put on like hold on, let me just
Just put Snake Eater instrumental over it.
just there we go. There we go. Like during the ending of Gaiden. Hold on, let me pull up Mason here.
It starts with one thing.
Let's just hold on. Oh, my videos. My video's gonna get flagged for this. I know. Time is a valuable thing. What's fly by as the pendulum swings. Thank you guys for watching. This bit is gonna get the video flagged, but you know what? Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Vinny, do you have anything to say over this this fucking Linkin Park?
Peace. Fuck off. Go ahead. Don't play Guided, please. If you're gonna play NES, fucking Fire Emblem, play Fire Emblem. Or even better, start with the GBA games. Please. Do yourself a favor.
It doesn't even matter.